sweet yogis. My name is Sarah. Thank you for joining me today on the virtual mat. I'm so happy that you're here with me today. All right, I need to take a deep breath. Take a deep breath in through the nose, filling up your belly, your ribs, your chest. Let it all out, exhale. And these are loud, sisters. These are like crazy loud breaths. Breathe it in, it's audible. Breathe out anything that's telling you, I can't, I won't. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. I was spinning around my house this morning and I was trying to clean up one room. I was trying to teach in another room, teach my kids. I was trying to read a book and prepare for the rest of my day. And then the laundry machine just started singing at me because it was done and it needed attention too. And my head was spinning so fast and I was so overwhelmed in my, in my safe space, that's my home. I said, okay, we need to pause. Between everything, there is a pause. Just take a deep breath and notice the pause just on the breathing pattern. Take a deep breath in. You pause at the top just for a second before the exhalation. And so my mantra today, and choose it if it serves you, when you don't know what to do, pause. And part of this pause is that essential truth to welcome everything and to try to resist nothing. And what that's doing, it's like you're holding on, and then you let go. And then you find, oh my gosh, what was I holding on to so hard? All I was hurting, was me. So I do this with my kids, I do this with myself, I do this with my friends, my spouse, and they're the sweetest souls and they take my breath away, but they also make me want to run. They make me want to, to run very fast. So when we have to dig deep for patience, pause, practice the pause. When something on the mat makes you feel stressed, makes you feel triggered, makes you feel anxious or, rigid, not fluid, pause. We experience reactions for about 30 seconds at a time, give or take, at the cellular level. So physically, you'll feel it. It's hormones, it's energy. You'll feel it for about 30 seconds to a minute. Anything after that, it's my choice. So the stress that I felt when I heard that laundry machine go off, 30 seconds after that, I didn't feel that anymore. It was just my brain still thinking about it. So we do it not because we necessarily want to, but because we can. And part of getting that flow is moving energy in and out and up. So we get started today on our mat in child's pose. I'm syncing to a playlist on Spotify. If you would like to sync up that same playlist with me, it is called Jungle, and it's right on my Spotify playlist. And we'll start with the song Intention by Earthrise Sound System. All right. And again, I'll be plugged into my earphones. Stop, pause, allow yourself grace, because in this moment, we are being forced to pause and think about all that has stopped. Find child's pose. Now think about all that still exists. The love you have, the love you give, the love you receive from your friends, your family, from me. Like you're motivated just to be here, right? That's something. All right, so we're experiencing the pause today, the practice, the pause, and we'll start in child's pose. Make sure I pressed record today, my sweet yogis. All right, big toes touching, your knees can be wide or narrow. I'm taking it real wide today. Hands reach out in front of you, full body stretch. We'll take the forehead down to the ground. Reach to the right, knock your hips off center, your hips go left. Take your right ear to the earth. Beautiful, let's switch sides. Your hips go right, your hands are stacked, your left ear is on your bicep. Again, back to center. And we'll push into the earth. Come to box pose, stack your joints. It's a happy day, the sun is shining. We'll inhale, open. Exhale, close, contract into cat. Again, inhale, open. This time we contract into cat, but we push into the tops of our feet and your knees lift. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. And exhale. One more time, breathe in. And breathe out, push into the tops of your feet. Hold. Drop your knees. Shift your weight of your heels back, child's pose. Let's take a moment here, stay in your child's pose to find that 3-part breath, that beautiful Durga breath. If you'd like to move this into maybe a more audible breath, we do have Ujjayi Pranayama, and you're welcome to evoke that now. If you've never tried Ujjayi Pranayama, you constrict the valve behind the back of your throat. So if you think of like closing off your larynx, take a deep breath in, it's 3 parts. Breathe in, belly, ribs, chest. Breathe out, chest, ribs, belly. All right, so this time we're constricting the back of the throat. Deep breath in, and you'll be able to hear it. That velvety, swirly breath behind your voice box. Again, exhale, constrict the back of your throat, chest, ribs, belly. All right, 5 more of these deep belly breaths. Inhale. And exhale. And again, you're still in child's pose. Noticing the pause at the top and the bottom of the breath. Practice the pause. Let it guide you through your reactions today. Curling under your toes. As slow as you can, we make our way into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Savasana. Relax your head. Take the tongue off the roof of the mouth. Relax the jaw. And you feel that melting sensation move all the way down the shoulders, into the fingertips. Inhale high on your tippy toes. Tailbone high. Chest to thighs. Bend the knees. Place the heels on the mat. Again, inhale high on the tippy toes. Tailbone lifts. On your exhale, bend your knees. Chest to thighs. Heels down. One more time. Inhale high. Exhale, bend chest to thighs, heels down. So it's kind of like a wave starting to move through the upper body and the backs of the legs. Beautiful. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. It's a pretty big, exaggerated one. On your exhale, let's take a light stroll up to the top of your mat. Halfway lift and fold. Let's stay here in a forward fold. Grab opposite elbows. Shift some weight into your toes. Shift some weight into your heels. Notice how you showed up today. Notice the pauses. Let's take our feet hip width distance. Left arm to your mat, so your palm is down. Inhale, right arm reaches, and you pop this left knee. Put a smile on your face. These are big, deep diaphragmatic breaths. You're evoking the parasympathetic nervous system. You are telling your body it's okay. Right hand down, left arm up. You can do hard things, and you do not have to tackle everything at once. Take both hands down and slowly roll up. All right, when you get to the top of the pose, arms at side body. This is kind of like our starting point. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lead with your heart and fold. Lift through your kneecaps, engage your quad on the way down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands. We'll walk it back to plank. So from plank, we can stay here, we can drop our knees. That's entirely up to you. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Chest down, belly down, cobra. So you place your hands right in line with your shoulders or your chest. Inhale, we rise up to cobra. And if this is a gentle back bend day, you stay here. If you're ready to work it, you sweep up and out with the chest, push into the tops of your feet. And you see I have this space between my shins, my thighs, and my mat. Beautiful. Engagement, curl under your toes, down dog. So that's the true difference between cobra and up dog. It's the relationship to the earth from your legs. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift and fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Hands to your heart. Practice the pause. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands. Let's walk it back. Chaturanga. Upward dog or cobra. I'm going to hang out in cobra today. And downward facing dog. Let's take 3 big breaths here. Noticing where your breath is ending. Notice where it starts. And notice that we're never trying to really change it. We're trying to notice how we occupy the breath, right? And most of the time in a yoga class, there is no right and there truly is no wrong. There is just how you show up. So stop anticipating, stop judging. Just notice and be happy with where you're at. All right, inhale, plank. Let's work on some bandhas. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze your belly in and up. Tuck your chin just a tiny bit and breathe. Plank. You might have to power up your Ujjayi Pranayama. It's pulsing through the body. It's giving you breath. It's giving you life. It's giving you energy. Start to rock forward and back, forward and back. That's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Dig in with your hands. Dig in with your toes. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Right leg up. Step it through. Crescent lunge. Get low, ladies. Exhale, twist right. Flip the front palm, reach up and back. On your exhale, let's flow. Take both hands down. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha. Adho Mukha. Left leg reaches. Step it all the way through. Rise up. Twist left. Flip. Revolve to reverse. And flow. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, float it to chair. Take funnel mudra. We're making a wide Y with our arms. Radiate that love and that goodness into your heart space. Breathe in. On your exhale, gather it all up. Take your hands to your heart. Get low. Beautiful. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, twist chair to the right. Stay here, open your arms. Let's plant our hands. If you have a side crow practice, you plant your hands first. You make a shelf with your elbows, so you're going into like a chaturanga arm, but you're resting your thigh bone on the backs of your elbows. Here we go. Side crow. Little baby crow. All right, inhale, back to chair. Exhale, fold. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Back up to chair with that big Y, that funnel mudra, funneling all that goodness and light and love into your heart space. Breathe in. Exhale, gather it. Hands to heart. Sit down. Beautiful. All the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart, twist left chair. Watch your knees, make sure they're still in alignment. Open your arms. Again, we have an option to drop our palms, shift the weight, baby side crow. And you're maintaining the twist the entire time. So we're twisted, but we're rooted before we lift. All right, play with that for a second. Meet me in chair. And then we'll root to rise, arms come to the side. Nice and warm. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, walk or float it back, high to low. Upward facing dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Take 5 full breaths here. You can also drop the knees, shift the weight back to child's pose. We'll be here for 5 breaths. And if you're on the playlist right now, my song Jungle just started. All right. under your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up, bend the knee, open the hip. On your exhale, tap your right shoulder or your right tricep. So we're leaning in here. Find some courage to go a little bit deeper. Inhale up. Exhale, right knee taps the right tricep or elbow or wrist, wherever you are on the leg. That's where you're supposed to be. Inhale up. Exhale, step it through. Same flow, warrior one. Whoa, allow for wobble. Exhale, twist. Revolve, reverse. Pyramid pose. Straight arms, straight legs. Pull that left foot up a little bit. Nose to knee or shin to shin. Every inhale, you lengthen your spine. Every exhale, you find some space to fold. Beautiful. Let's bend the right knee. Step that left foot back. You're high up on the ball of the left toes. Runner stretch. And if you want to take this into lizard, hands can come to the inside of the right foot. My body just goes here naturally. This is one of my favorite poses. We'll be here for about 5 breaths. Beautiful. Let's take both hands outside of the feet, out of the right foot. Curl under your left toes. Pull the right knee into your chest, kind of like you're hovering, floating, and then send it all the way back. Beautiful. Step it forward. Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Inhale. So we have heel to heel alignment here. Right hip point is back, left hip point is forward. So if I was facing y'all, my hips are square to you. I am locked, I am in control, I am contracted. Belly is in the whole time. But I'm still giving my diaphragm space to rise and fall on the inhale and the exhale. Arms up. Exhale, warrior 2. Externally rotate through both sides of your pelvis. Your chest is now squared to your left side wall. And your gaze in between your middle finger or neutral. Beautiful. Inhale, flip the front palm, reach up and back. Exhale, half moon. Right hand to about 2 o'clock. Up we go. Top hand grabs your top foot. Push out through the top of the foot to leverage the hip. And then take this right hand somewhere other than where it goes normally. Especially if it means that you fall out of this pose. Beautiful. Micro bend that right knee. Step it all the way back to crescent. Drop the back knee. Top of the back foot down. All the weight shifts back. Half split. Really lean in here. Stretch the uncomfortable. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we fold. Beautiful. Inhale, look up. Let's walk our hands to either side of our right foot. Curl under the left toes. Pull the right heel in and then take it all the way up. Right foot meets the left. You're in downward facing dog. You're in inverted V. And maybe now the backs of your knees are a little bit more open. Self-inquire to what the right side feels like and what the left side feels like. Inhale, left leg up. Bend the knee, open the hip. On your exhale, give your left side a little tap. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach. And exhale, give it a tap. Inhale all the way up. Step it all the way through for that crescent lunge, high up on the ball of the right toes. We rise up. Prepare for that mini flow. Exhale, twist left. Flip your front palm, reverse. But this time, both hands come down for pyramid pose. Step the back foot up, maintain straight legs. Breathe in. Exhale, fold. Beautiful. All we move right into that beautiful lizard or runner stretch. So the difference, runner stretch, your hands are on either side of your left foot. For lizard, they're inside. You choose. Preparing for our warrior series, we pop up onto both feet, heel to heel, warrior one. Pivot your right hip point forward, your left hip point back. So we are essentially squaring off the hips and the chest to the front of the house. Breathe in. Exhale, warrior two. Widen your gait because you can. Look forward. Belly in, ribs back, your chest is lifted, your sternum's up, your chin is slightly elevated. Flip your front palm, reach up and back, reverse. Right into your half moon, your left hand is at about 11 o'clock. We rise. Stay here or grab a foot. And again, left hand somewhere it isn't usually at. Beautiful, sweet yogis. Micro bend that back foot. We'll take it back to crescent lunge. On your exhale, hand straddle your front foot. Drop the back knee. Top of the foot down, hips back, half split. Nose to knee, chin to shin. Look up, both hands straddle the front foot, curl under the right toes. So you're prepared, you're prepping your body to go back to three-leg dog. Pull the left knee into the chest, send it all the way up. Bend the knee, open the hip. Beautiful, and then place the left foot next to the right, you're in down dog. 5 breaths. Inhale, right leg up. Wiggle the ankle, circle it the other way, and then place it down. Left leg up. Same thing, roll out the ankle, move it one way, then the other. And then place it back down. Right leg reaches. On your exhale, we're wrapping the right leg around the left leg. Shift the weight forward into plank with eagle legs. From here, you can take side plank, right hand down, left arm up. And we're finding that eagle wrap with the lower body. Beautiful. Take both hands down, unravel, right leg up. Step it all the way through for half pigeon. Puff up your chest, inhale. Exhale, walk your hands out. Maybe your forearms are down today. We'll be here for about 10 full breaths. If you need less, pull the heel in. If you need more, pull the heel away from your body. When you don't know what to do, pause. Let's take 3 more deep belly breaths here. In through the nose, filling up the belly, the ribs, the chest. Exhale, moving that deep wave right back. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. Flick your eyes open, plant your hands underneath your shoulders. Curling under your left toes, send the right leg up. And then step it all the way through for crescent lunge. Joyful. Moving from a place of love, not with fear. Breathe in. Exhale, hinge. Straight line of energy from the crown of your head out the back left heel. Like you're holding a beach ball on top of your lower back. Breathe. Keep pulling this right hip point back so that your hips are in alignment. Beautiful. Inhale back to crescent. Exhale, pull forward, warrior 3. Your hips are square to the earth. Your left leg is charged. Your foot on the left side is flexed. Arms extended out in front of you. If that's too much for your lumbar spine, arms out by your side or on the floor. Sometimes I like mine at my hips. I don't know why. I just do. Pull the left knee into the chest, standing knee raise. And then we'll take Eagle, Garandasana. All right, all the weight's in your right foot. Wrap your left leg around your right. Arms tee out, left arm underneath your right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, find space between the scapula as you start to move your hands away from your face. You must practice the pause here in between the inhalation and the exhalation to find your maximum balance. 5 full breaths here. You're squeezing, muscles hugging bone. You're creating so much pressure. Change will happen. Pressure over time creates change. And it's in those moments you want to run, you pause. You move from a place of love, not a place of fear. Let's take 2 more breaths here. All right, listen, unravel back to warrior 3, and that right glute is killing you. Unravel your arms flat. Slowly let that left knee come back into the chest without touching the floor. Give it a squeeze. And then left foot meets the right ear at the top of your mat. Wiggle out in any way you feel inclined. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Plant your hands, walk or float it back. Chaturanga. Upward facing and downward facing. Left side, left leg up. On your exhale, we find that wrap. So if your wrap just is across at the shins, beautiful. If you can find that hook with the top of the foot, great. And you can stay in a full plank or a side plank. I'm struggling on this side, and I'm just noticing, not judging. Just notice. Beautiful, both hands down. Unravel, left leg up, and step it all the way through for half pigeon pose. Again, your degree of flexibility might not be mine. This heel can be all the way in. This leg could be all the way parallel. Mine won't be parallel, it'll be somewhere in between, about 45 degrees. And when you're ready to fold, forearms down. We'll take 10 breaths here. When you feel yourself lifting away and out of the present moment, bring it back to your breath. It will always get you there. 3 more big breaths in. Observing the flow of your breath, become aware of a silent but powerful sense of presence. Know that pressure over time, sweet yogis, it always creates change. It is all useful. Hands underneath your shoulders, curl under your right toes. Left leg comes in, take it all the way up. And then step it through. We're back in that crescent lunge, arms up. Belly in, knit your ribs back. If you're having some compression in the low spine, bend your right leg, just a little bit. Breathe in. Exhale, arms back. Face forward, look up slightly. And when you breathe into this posture, you're feeling energetics moving this way and that way. So pull your left hip point back. So there's an arrow from your knee pointing back to your tailbone. There's an arrow from your hips out your head, and then there's one out that back heel. Inhale, come back up. On your exhale, we start to hinge forward and fly. Your arms you choose. Warrior 3, fingers in front of you. You can also have them at your side body or the floor. This right foot is flexed. 3 more breaths here. These poses are shapes Meant to get you to the present moment, nothing else. They're not supposed to be perfect. You're supposed to fall out of them. Pull the right knee into the chest without letting it hit the earth. Bring it in. Give yourself a little circle here. And move the opposite direction. Beautiful. And then we'll face each other for eagle pose, Garandasana. All the weights in your left foot. Wrap that right leg around your left leg at your degree of flexibility. So it could look like this, it could look like this, or it could look like this. Arms up. Right arm underneath your left arm. Breathe in. On your exhale, hinge forward at the hips. Take the hands away from the face. Light up the back of the body. And here you can start to visualize the air moving up and down the spine instead of the front of the body. So starting at your sacral chakra, take a deep breath in. And that breath moves all the way up your spine until it gets to the crown of your head, your spiritual truth. On your exhale, like a wave, let that air move back down to your base. Beautiful. All right, we are going back to warrior three with grace, with control. Fly. And the left shin is telling you no. The left glute is saying no more, but you know you have it in you. Pull the right knee into the chest. And then take the right foot down. Let's take 3 big hops here. And these can be like big hops, or they can just be like little. Just to get the energy moving out and through the hips. Beautiful. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, chair. Beautiful chair poses. We're a little bit lower this time. And then we get even lower until we touch the mat. Navasana boat pose. Straighten up your spine, belly in, ribs are back. So we're super supported here. We're so supported here that nothing's gonna round our spine. All right, hop up onto your toes. Give it some taps here on the earth. And then find some stillness as we make our way to that 60, maybe 90-degree angle. Arms at your side, in line with your shins. Maybe you can start to straighten one leg, maybe the other, maybe both. I'm gonna hang out here today. Let's take 3 more breaths. Beautiful, I'm starting to shake. And then set the feet back down. We'll take Baddha Konasana. So your toes are together, the balls of your feet are together, and your heels are resting slightly together. Take your hands underneath your feet, breathe in. And on your exhale, start to fold to your degree of flexibility. And your heels can be in to your groin, or they can be more of in a diamond shape. It just depends where you feel this pose most. Again, there's no right, there's no wrong. We'll take 5 breaths here. Beautiful. Inhale, look up, release your feet. All right, we'll move into an arm balance today because your hips are pretty warm with all those crescent lunges and warrior series. It's called elephant trunk pose. It's the first variation of 8 angle. If you've seen somebody in that pose, I'll model it in just a second so you know what I'm talking about. But it's the first variation of lifting your seat by using the weight of your hands, by using your body weight to lift. So again, it's like a route to rise, even in an arm balance, right? Okay, so we'll all start facing me, and we'll start on the right side. So let's take our right heel as close as you can get it into the glute. All right, inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach forward for your foot. So just getting a little bit of flexion in the back of the left knee. Breathe in. And exhale, extend. And your knee can be bent. Couple more breaths here in Janusirsasana, head to knee pose. Beautiful. Inhale, look up. All right, so with that knee where it is, this knee will come over your shoulder. Okay, if you just laughed, I totally understand. It doesn't have to come all the way up there today, but let's just give it a try. So right knee on top of your right shoulder. So you really hike it up there. Plant your hand. And it might fall somewhere by your elbow, that's okay. Both hands are by your side body, breathe in. On your exhale, just lift your seat. So from the side, it would look like this. All right, so right shoulder connects to the inside of the right knee, breathe in. On your exhale, lift your seat, just your seat, not your foot. All right, let's do that 5 times. Breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. Inhale, and exhale, lift. Breathe in, and breathe out. So you're working on core stability, you're working on shoulder and arm strength, breathe in, and you're working on hip flexibility. One more time, breathe in, breathe out. All right, so your next variation is to lift your seat and then lift your leg. So you'll have to engage all the musculature of the leg from the hip, the psoas, the quad, even the muscles in the ankle to help flex the foot to lift it. All right, so up we go. So your first variation, find that bind, plant both your hands, breathe in. On your exhale, lift your seat, lift your leg. Here we go. Sit it down, let's try it one more time together. Breathe in. Exhale, seat, foot. Gorgeous. All right, let's take Baddha Konasana just to make some waves here. All right, extend the right leg out, bring the left knee in. Arms out. That left leg falls to the side. Reach for your right toes. For Janu Sirsasana, this is head to knee pose. Literally translated, Janu knee, Sirsasana head, head to knee pose. And in Yoga Asana, that means posture. All right, inhale, look up. So this time, left knee will go over the left shoulder and we'll start to lift the seat by pushing into the hands. We're rooted but lifted. Here we go. All right, left foot. And you take it up and over your arm. Both hands down. So you are this straight, like massive line of energy. Breathe in. Exhale, lift your butt. Again, breathe in. Exhale, lift. And let's do that 4, maybe 3 more times on your own. And you're knitting in the ribs. You're feeling the musculature of your abdominals at work. They might even start to cramp up a little bit. If that happens to you, take a little break. All right, this next time around, make sure this left knee is as high as you can get it on the back of the left arm. Breathe in. Exhale, we lift the hips, and now you engage the leg, you lift the leg. Nice, let's try it one more time. This is elephant trunk pose. Breathe in. It's a prep for 8 angle. Nice, yogis. All right. Take both legs out in front of you, arms up. Exhale, reach forward, fold. And this is Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Your back can be rounded or your back can be flat. Just know you won't get as far with a flat back. And that's okay. Using your breath as a guide, it's your best teacher, use it. Notice the pauses. Beautiful, inhale, look up, flicker your eyes open. Let's come all the way down to the supine on your back. If you have a block or a blanket or a bolster, I invite you to go get those props, please. And we will take Supta Baddha Konasana. That is reclined butterfly pose. Supta means supine on your back. So we'll stack blocks, we'll stack books, put a pillow over it. And then place your sits bones right in line with the base of your pillow or your bolster and lie flat. And then take the balls of your feet together, your heels together, and let your legs fan open. If you need more support under your knees, under your femur bone, stack some pillows, stack some blankets, put them right underneath your thigh bone on both sides. And we'll take, say, 10 breaths here. And your arms, you choose, sometimes it feels really nice if you need some extra opening in the thoracic area of your body, that's about right here, to take your arms up. When your world starts spinning, you don't have to go with it. Practice the pause. I released my Supta Baddha Konasana because it did not feel good to me. If that's you, please go there. We'll take 3 more breaths here. Flicker your eyes open. Let's draw our knees in to touch first, and then we'll slowly roll out of this safely to the right. So we never want to be in this position and be like, we always want to roll right. All right, remove your block, remove your bolster if you took it. And we will meet in Supta Padangusthasana. So we're on back, and we pull the right knee into the chest first. Give yourself a little bit of hug here and extend the left leg out in front of you. And we can stay here with this knee raise, or we can extend through the leg. I don't think I have my strap up here. I think my husband took it. But if you have a strap, you can put the strap behind your back first and then take it all the way on top of the foot. That feels really good because you don't have to use your arms and they can just kind of hang here. All right, let's take 5 breaths on this side. And when you start to feel like all your muscles from about here to here are firing up and they're engaging and they're so tight, breathe in. On your exhale, soften. See how much of it you can soften. Make it your challenge today. See how little you need. Beautiful. Bend the right knee. And let's take this left knee, find a cross. Almost like a 4, right? Shape of a 4. You can stay here, you can bring it all in. You can do hard things. You do not have to do everything at once. Take your arms, tee them out, and we'll take everything over to the left. So maintaining your figure 4 if that feels good, or you can stack your knees. Look right. Start to soften your eyes, moving from the external to the internal. We begin our road to rest. Let's come back to center. Right foot down, left knee into your chest. As you extend this left leg up, right leg goes to the mat. This side's a little tighter for me. That's okay. There's no judgment. It's just how it showed up. It's just a leg, right? It's just a shape. The breath is what's going to bring this shape into the present moment. That's where the healing happens. Big breaths in and out through your nose. There is nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. There is no spinning right now. You are living in the pause. And if you're not, it's only a breath away. I'm starting to get a little bit of pressure here. It's starting to shake. So on my next exhale, I'm going to let go much muscular engagement as I can from here to about here, because that's where I feel it. That's where my tension is. Three more breaths. I think the most important thing I was ever taught as a yoga practitioner was that you know what your body needs. We are all intuitive, right? Be completely aware, be mindful. All right, from here, bend this left knee. Pull the right knee in, but stamp the foot and find that figure four cross. You can stay here, you can pull everything into your midline. Beautiful, and then we'll take it over to the right. You can tee out your arms here, gaze left. I just saw an owl go out my window. That's crazy. Come back to center. Pull both knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Thanks for making time for yourself today. Let's reach all of our limbs out. Full body stretch. And imagine on your exhale, your next exhale, you're drawing this big invisible white circle around you, this circle of light, of healing, of protection, of pause, breathe in, lengthen. On your exhale, draw it in, draw your circle. You are enough, you are love, you are light. Flicker your eyes open. And we'll finish with the back bend series today. So if it's a gentle back bend, I want you to search around for a book or a block. Pull your heels into your sits bones as much as you can. On your next inhale, start to peel up from the lower vertebrae. And you're just lifting enough to stick something under there. That's about 6 inches, maybe less. And you just place this right on your sacrum. And it requires almost nothing of you, just breath. 2 more breaths here. This is called resting bridge. Nice release on the low back. Every breath finds space in between each of the lumbar vertebrae. On your next inhale, we lift up. Slowly remove the block. Starting from about here, the middle back, bone by bone, come all the way down. Pull your knees into your chest, give yourself a big hug. We have the option to do that same back bend, or if you're ready for something a little bit more intense, we'll move into full wheel. Place your feet close as you can to your sits bones. But this time we take our hands up. Bend your elbows and your wrist. Place your hands right in line with your shoulders. So there, you could probably touch your ears if you brought them in. All right. On your next inhale, same thing. Start to peel up from the lumbar, coming all the way up to your shoulders. Intentionalize where you're going to put your head. Crown of the head will be on the earth. All right, and from here, take a breath in. On your exhale, push up. Move up and back. Start to walk your feet towards you. Full wheel. And when you're done, slowly bring your head down first. Tuck your chin. Back of the head is on the mat. Spine, slowly, bone, bone, bone comes all the way down. Pull your knees to your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Release your neck. Beautiful. Take your arms out. We'll take a spinal twist right.
Inhale back to center, spinal twist left. Come back to center, take both feet up. Waterfall pose, Viparita Karani. If you have a wall, you can sit your hips right next to a wall, take your feet all the way up. If you have a safe shoulder stand, you may go there now. And on a slow 10 count, your feet find the mat with intention, with grace, with as much control as you can find with the lower body. Go slow, and then they come to the mat. All right, it's Shavasana time, sweet yogis. We have left 5 full minutes for Shavasana today. I'll mind the time, I'll wake you up. There's nowhere to go, there's nothing to do. Pause. Pause for a few minutes and simply observe the flow of your breath. Become aware of a silent but powerful sense of presence. Breathe and rest. I'll mind the time, I'll wake you up in 5 minutes. Your feet are about the width of your mat, your palms are at your side body, your eyes are soft, they might be closed. Breathe and rest. Take a deep breath in through the nose, filling up your belly, your ribs, and your chest. Open up your mouth, and on a slow and soft exhale, let it go. Again, deep breath in through the nose, filling up your belly, your ribs, your chest. Exhale, let it go. This time I want you to notice the pause. Really notice it.
Deep breath in through the nose, belly, ribs, chest, pause. Exhale through the nose, chest, ribs, belly. Another pause. When you don't know what to do today, I invite you to pause, to welcome everything, to resist nothing, but to pause, to experience the emotion that you're having fully for that 30 or so seconds. And then know that after that, you're able to eventually choose just to let it go. And not because you necessarily want to, but because you can. And I hope you choose love today. Because you can. Wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your toes. Reach your arms back, your feet towards the front of your safe space that is your home. And then pull everything into your chest, knees to chest, forehead to knees. Roll to your favorite side and pause a moment in gratitude. Think of 3 things that bring you joy, that bring you mad amounts of love. Crazy, messy, sweaty love. And then we'll all meet in Sukhasana, happy sit on your mat. Let's take our hands and turn them down, ready to give. We've received energy for the past 60 minutes. We are now ready to go out into the world, into our small communities, to make them better. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Straighten up your spine on your exhale. Your shoulders move away from your ears. You're lifted, you're rooted. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. Arms at side body. Inhale. Gather up all this gorgeous energy you created. And on your exhale, we'll hold it here and separate your palms a little bit. Find that funnel mudra. And it's here you're inviting all of that goodness right into your heart space. Breathe in. And on your exhale, hands, gather it up and pull it all into your Anahata chakra. This is your heart center.